Hi everyone, Parul here, your usual host, and today I've got someone local from London, Anandana Nadavajla. She's joining us today, and she's going to be talking about a special topic, especially the effect of women. Welcome on board, Anandana, and thank you for giving your time for our audience.
Namaste, everybody. So, thank you, Parul, for giving me this opportunity. And I'm grateful to speak to a lot of your audience about how yoga can help women in their health. So, looking forward to having this discussion with you.
Thank you. Yes, a bit about Anandana. She is a chartered accountant. She also a mom, and she also a kickboxing champion. She practiced yoga, and she's devoted her life on yoga, helping everyone, especially she's got a student, young and any age, but teenager also. She believes the power of yoga, and she believes the power of yoga really build characteristic of children, and she put a lot of effort to help people to learn yoga, and she focused on ancient science. And by teaching, she believes teaching yoga will support children, women, and also women who going through kind of older women going through menopause and overall health. So we're going to be talking more, but what I want to do is pass the mic to Anandana so she can tell us about bit more about herself and her story. So, Anandana, I know you go a long bio. I just read a couple of points about you. Can you tell us a bit more about yourself and about your story, really, why you decided to focus on health and well-being, as being an accountant is completely different profession than health and well-being.
Yeah. So, thank you for the great introduction. Yeah, the bio is really long. There's a lot of things that I've done. So, as a child, my mom has always told us that it's really important for women to take care of their health. Growing up, we've gone swimming at 5 a.m. in the morning, and that was a ritual in our house. So go swimming and then go straight to school, come back and then sleep early, have dinner. So, we've been brought up, grilled in that kind of a fashion from a very young age. So health and fitness comes very naturally within everybody in the family. And I obviously, as I grew older, I tried to experiment with a lot of other activities as well. So like I did kickboxing, got gold medal in that. I did a lot of running. I did a lot of marathons. I did weight training as well. So I used to go to the gym. I was always actively practicing yoga, but never took it up seriously in terms of practice. But there was always practice in the background with breathing, etc. So I think about 7, 8 years ago, when I was in the gym, I did some deadlifts and I had a bad back problem. So I did mess up. And I was like, this is not going where I had planned. And that's when I decided that I should move to yoga completely. So I use yoga as a healing technique and used it to my benefit, got back from the backache, and then decided to learn more in detail and did the course just so that I can understand more because it's easier to do it on yourself first before obviously. The idea was never to teach. The idea was always to kind of, use it for yourself, for the family, and, spread the benefit between the family itself. There's just so much to do. But then obviously it helped. It worked very well. And even when I had my kids, I did pranayam on the table, so I didn't scream during labor. I had a normal delivery. I didn't use epidural. So it was I practically applied every part of yoga that I learned over the years in my growing up age. So I think that's when I decided that these things like epidural, etc., how women are so prone to taking it, how we can work through our mind and see if we can kind of avoid these things and use yoga in the form that it is, which is really deep, more intense. It's a lot more that we don't really understand. So I think that's when I decided that I want to teach. So it's now almost 6 years that I'm teaching. And I mean, within the UK, I've been to 10 Downing Street for helping the community and, doing a lot of free yoga. So spreading all the joy and doing it year on year to kind of spread the benefits and make people aware that it's not difficult. it's just out there. You have to take that jump. You have to make an effort and start practicing sometimes, so that you'll see how it works for you. So I think here I am today affecting a lot of people, a lot of students across a lot of gyms, privately, and coming to me and doing a lot of social work with charities, etc., to kind of spread the knowledge in the pure ancient way that it has been taught in our country. So it just moved here, not westernize it too much, but just spread the knowledge in a very ancient way, I would say, and take it from there. So that's who I am today.
Amazing. Yeah, what I like about is you doing three generation. You doing young, kind of adult, and you focusing on women who's going through their kind of physical changes of their body, which is another journey for women, really, going through menopause, totally different journey. Um, why kind of like you decided to tap into those women as well as young? Is, like you seems to be doing for everyone. Was there a specific reason you kind of like covering everyone's health?
Yeah, so the training that I received, I did Hatha Yoga training, which is a very therapeutic training. So with that, I'm able to also teach a lot of special needs children. So that's where I also focus, because it's a tool that can be designed or used by the instructor in different ways. I think I have managed to teach people around different ages and different sex as well. So I think with the special needs children, I have a very different way of using the same technique. With teenagers, I have the same thing. But with women, of course, there's a lot more work. Being a woman, I don't want to be biased here. I have two boys, so I can understand that they need it as well. But the only thing is that with women, we just want to wear too many hats with too much pressure. We just want to do too much, which I think we need to slow down. So we need to know that we need to draw a line here. And I have seen that menopause is coming really earlier to women these times. So a lot of women in the early 40s are having issues. And that's why when I speak to teenagers, I tell them that you may not want to do this today, but I want you to learn the art. Maybe don't do it every day, do it once a week, so that you have this with you in the back of your mind, that maybe tomorrow when you think you're ready, you're able to come back and jump back and start. So I think that is very important for me, and that's why teenagers are a very important part. And teaching them this is giving them wings to know that they are there and they can use it anytime. So, working with menopause women has taught me that why should we wait right till the end when we can teach this skill to our younger generation earlier, especially when things are changing. I don't know what's going to come in the future for all the women, the boys, the girls. It's going to be really dynamic. It's going to change a lot. So they should have a tool which they may or may not use it, but they know it exists. They can come back to it whenever they want. So I think that's where this stems from, that I moved focus to women and their health, etc., just to make sure that they know it's available and they can come and jump into it whenever they want.
Okay, amazing, amazing. So I think since you're talking about women's health, what will be useful for our audience is kind of if you give us your top tips on how women, I know like not everybody gonna join gym or join yoga classes. If you could share your top tips, maybe five top tips, how women can focus on their health. Uh, and so that when they grow older, when they go through the physical change of their body, they are ready.
Yeah. So I'm sure this they would have heard from everybody. I know it's difficult to make time every day, but jot down 4 days of the week that you are able to make time for yourself. Start with about 10 minutes of breathing. There are lots of YouTube channels. You can look at those. I have my own YouTube channel and I have lots of data there for breathing, pranayams, mudras. So start with about 10 minutes of mudra. If you think you're not up for in the morning, then maybe before going to bed, it's a very good idea, especially people who have insomnia. There are so many breathing techniques that can be used just before you go to bed. And tell me within a week, if you did practice that, how did you feel? Because I can guarantee you, you'll feel much, much better. So maybe 4 days a week, take out 10 minutes a day. The same 4 days, maybe not, okay, maybe not the same 4 days, but another 4 days, take 10 minutes out to just do 5 Surya Namaskars. Surya Namaskar is a very, very powerful asana. It's a set of 12 steps. And trust me, it's going to make sure that you are able to be flexible. Even if it's a little bit, it's a lot of difference. So even if you go a 1.11 millimeters, it's great. Trust me, every day you're building on that 0.11 millimeter and going up. Again, lots of videos around this. It's on my channel as well. You can practice with me. I have 10 minutes of Surya Namaskar, so you can just do it with me. So another 10 minutes sorted. Journal your day. I think even if you're able to write just one letter of how you felt during the day, that's fine. Nobody is reading that. It's for your own good. It's for your own self to see how you have progressed. Just that much. So 5 minutes gone on that. Do your good skincare routine during the night. Enjoy it. Spend some time with yourself. It's absolutely fine. And trust me, everything I just said could be used with the men in the house as well, with the boys, with the kids. So maybe you could do this as a family thing. So spending 30 minutes as a family is gone. It's all going to be in the background. Spending 30 minutes every day is not a big thing. And just see how you can do this, maybe, like I said, 4 days a week. And if you're able to replicate for even one more extra day, boom, you're doing good. Don't worry about taking two huge steps all of a sudden. Just go step by step. Just enjoy that process. Just enjoy the journey. There's nowhere you have to get. You are where you are, and you have to enjoy where you are today. So the most important thing is to do this nice and slow and don't rush. There, don't get bogged down with social media, etc. It just doesn't matter. You have your own life, and I think you need to enjoy that.
Great. So, just to recap, you go breathing technique, you go Surya Namaskar, the yoga technique, and that's the one. Sometimes people, I mean, when I was learning yoga, I struggle with it because I think people in different shape, if you never used to it, exercises, it's hard, but it's not giving up, isn't it? Keep trying,
Ex-
and you say more
Yes.
people try, you get more flexible with it.
Correct, correct. So you have to
Yeah,
do it slowly. So
yeah.
there are lots of variations in how you can do one or two steps, which are a bit complicated.
Hmm.
It doesn't mean that you should get them correct in the first instance. You can go 10 days without it being correct. That's okay. You're
Hmm.
going for it, and that's more important. You're showing up, you're doing those 4 days. That's more important.
Trying, yeah.
You're trying every day and you're taking that baby steps. It's okay. It's okay to take those baby steps. It's
Yeah, you
not.
mentioned about journaling, which is really important,
Yeah.
and skincare, self-care. Lots of people don't have time for self-care by just finding 10 minutes or 5 minutes a day is really important. And you
Yes.
also talk about the people who a lot of people issue with sleeping,
Yeah.
and people try different techniques, the meditation, the breathing techniques. It does work. I think people have to do it by heart.
Yeah.
You have to believe in it
You
to
have to believe
in
in it.
order
You
for
have
it to
to.
work, isn't it?
I think it's like I said, it's always about those small steps that you do every day. So if you're even
Hmm.
able to do a little bit every day, it's
Yeah.
going to make a change. Remember, we've come a long way in our life to be where we are, and lots of habits built slowly.
Hmm.
It's all about building the habits and then moving forward from here. And we shouldn't feel that we are small or big or in that, we are ready to take the challenge and be agile and
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
And that's more important. If we are open to learning, we are open to growth. So the more we do that, the better it is for us. That's it. And like I said, if it's a family routine, you should be glad because then you can spend some time with your kids, with your husband, with your spouse, and not spend that on Netflix. So just 30 minutes is not going to be allowed.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Well, thank you for sharing your top tips. If you were to leave a message for our women who are watching or anyone watching, what would that be?
I would say that make sure you have the 30 minutes for yourself every day. Whatever you wish to do, start with little and enjoy yourself. You're going to apply yoga in your whole life together along with your partner. So make sure that you try and do this along with your partner so that you're able to balance and enjoy.
Fantastic. So, lots of people will be watching from different parts of the world. Do you do practice just in person, certain time, or you do online as well?
So I do a couple of batches and all my classes are online and I do not have very large batches because I really like to focus on my students. I have very smaller batches. But yes, you can find me online. You can Google for yoga sadharm Anandana. Sadharm is a Sanskrit word which means yoga with me. I have YouTube, Facebook, Insta, LinkedIn, everything on the same name. I have lots of videos on YouTube. which you can practice along with me and really work nice and slow, not rushing into anything, lots of videos. And you can do it together with your partner as well. So, a lot of such videos as well. And you can touch base if you need anything or want any other information. I'm happy to help.
Fantastic. So can you just say the name again, please, if people want to join you in LinkedIn and Insta?
Yeah, sure. It's called Yoga Sadharma, which is Sadharm, Sadharm Anandana, my name.
Fantastic. Well, Anandana, thank you very much for joining us today and giving your valuable tips. I'm sure a lot of people will benefit from this, not just young people, but older generation as well. Everyone, please like our video, subscribe to it. And when you subscribe, you get a lot on our next video. And also, please do share because you never know. By sharing, you could be helping your friends, family, or someone in your network. So please do share it and stay tuned for another episode soon. Bye for now.
Thank you so much, everyone.